Arsenal expected to sign Calafiori imminently, according to reports. Fabrizio Romano gave us an update last night that personal terms will not be a problem. Liverpool are now looking at Chiesa, and according to the Standard, Manchester United are very, very close to wrapping up Joshua Zirkzee. We just hit 9,000 subscribers, which is absolutely unreal. On yesterday's video alone, we gained 189 new subscribers, and still 83% of people that watch the channel were not subscribed. So please go down, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you drop a like on the video. If we get it 500 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. According to many sources now, Calafiori to Arsenal is done. Like I said, various different reporters. Fabrizio Romano gave us an update late last night and this morning with regards to Calafiori to Arsenal. He gave us an update 3 minutes ago, literally as we're recording right now, breaking news. Perfect timing from Fabrizio Romano. Ricardo Calafiori wants Arsenal after an agreement on personal terms around €4 million net salary on a 5-year deal. Calafiori keen on joining Arteta, but club-to-club agreement with Bologna still being negotiated. Chelsea have now signed Renato Vega, who can still play as left-back. So Chelsea are officially out of the race for Calafiori. Calafiori has chosen Arsenal over Chelsea. And as you can see, Chelsea have already brought in Renato Vega at left-back. Other sources are coming out saying the deal will be done imminently. Now, 57 minutes ago, the Standard put out a report. Arsenal expected to wrap up Ricardo Calafiori deal imminently. It seems as if Arsenal are closing in on a move to sign their first player this summer. The Gunners are thought to have agreed terms with Bologna defender Ricardo Calafiori, according to Sky Sports, and expected to conclude a deal with the Italian club in the coming days. For me, as I've said yesterday and I said the day before, I'm a bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie. I'd love him at Tottenham. He is a defender who loves to defend and he can get forward. You know, the wages aren't exactly extortionate in the football terms, €4 million. Arsenal do have a good relationship with Bologna. They signed the likes of Takehiro. Is it Takehiro Tomiyasu, isn't that? Or is it just Tomiyasu? They signed Tomiyasu a couple of years ago and they've had a good relationship since. €4 million. It's relatively low, keeps their wage bill, I guess, manageable. And they're now making that back four from incredibly strong to practically invincible now. That back four, in my opinion, the only defense I could say that is possibly stronger is maybe Real Madrid, because I think Carvajal is superb. It looks like they're going to get Davis from Bayern Munich. Rudiger's still a top centre half. They've got Alaba. But that being said, this Arsenal defence last season with White, with Saliba, with Gabriel, and they kind of rotated between Tomiyasu, Kivior, and Zinchenko. But now they have got an out-and-out defender who's fantastic in defending in the wide areas, can go forward, is very strong in the air. He reminds me very much of like an Italian Ake. If you watch the way Ake defends, if you watch the way Ake plays, he reminds me of an Italian version of Ake. But look, if you're an Arsenal fan, this is absolutely fantastic news. If you're not an Arsenal fan, we should be a little bit concerned because this team last season took Manchester City all the way to the very, very end, and now they're getting even stronger. You know, Liverpool haven't signed anyone yet. Manchester United and Manchester City are starting to creep in with deals, but Arsenal are making a statement signing one of the best fullbacks in European and world football right now, and he's only 22 years of age. That's another thing. Ben White's, 23, 24. Saliba's, 22. Gabriel's 25. Is it 24, 25? And now they're bringing in, you know, another young defender at 22 in Calafiori. Odegaard's, 24. Rice is, I'd imagine, 25, 26. Saka's 23. Havertz is 24. You know, they've got a very, very young team. And of course, in the last few days, they've wrapped up a permanent signing of David Raya. So Arsenal are having a strong start to the transfer window. They've permanently signed one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, in my opinion. And now they are on the verge of getting Calafiori done. Huge, huge signing that for me. Huge signing. It's now about Where do they go from here in terms of what do they need for the remainder of the window? They're linked with a few wide players. I don't necessarily think a striker at present. I still don't think it's the best. Like, they're not going to get an Alexander Isak. I don't think a Santiago Jimenez. That league is very unproven. We've seen a lot of players come over from the Eredivisie and not perform. Victor Janssen, Donny van der Beek, you know, Anthony, Bergwijn. There's a lot of players that have worked, but there's a lot of players that haven't. They're linked with Victor Gyökeres, the Swedish striker in Portugal. Another league that, does turn out some good talent, but it's a lot of money for a guy that's only really performed in the Championship and Liga NOS. Maybe Alexander Isak's going to stay at Newcastle. Ivan Toney is another one, homegrown, got a great record at Brentford. Then you look at the wide players and you've got, they're linked with Eze, they're linked with Pedro Neto. They were linked with Desiree Doué, but now it looks like he's going to join Tottenham. I think a wide player is probably on that right-hand side a more of a safer bet for me, because as it stands right now, in terms of their squad depth, the right wing for me is the area they need the most strengthened, because if Bukayo Saka gets an injury, that, Nelson doesn't give me huge confidence when I watch him play. You look at down the middle, they've got Jesus, they've got Havertz on the left, they've got the likes of, they've got Trossard can play there, Martinelli can play there, even Jesus on the right. They don't really have anyone of real quality. Moving away from Arsenal, an interesting transfer story. Now, Fabrizio Romano broke yesterday that Juventus are willing to sell Chiesa, Euro-winning Chiesa, for 25 million euros. He only has 1 year left on his contract. Now, when you look at Liverpool, this is going to be an interesting signing. They've got Michael Edwards now. They've got Hughes at the helm. It looks like they're trying to change a transfer strategy in terms of maybe going for, Arne Slot's now going to be the head coach. He's got nothing really to do with transfers. When you've got Michael Edwards in your club, you're pretty much guaranteed to sign good players. Liverpool hold talks with Federico Chiesa. Liverpool have long been linked with Juventus, and an Italy winger, Federico Chiesa, who has struggled of late, now claims in Italy the Euro 2020 winner could be available for just £17 million, which is about 20 million euros. If they could sign him for that, that is an absolute steal. An absolute steal. Genuinely. Like, he's a great wide player. I mean, yes, the form hasn't been great. And there's a few question marks over Darwin Núñez's future at Liverpool. Is he going to be there? Is he not going to be there? Fabrizio Romano come out with a tweet earlier with regards to Darwin Núñez, and it says, Arne Slot confirms Darwin Núñez as key part of his plans. I assume he will be fit. He will fit really well into my playing style because I like him. I've already told him, yes, he is one of the players I've spoken to. And at the end of the Klopp reign, he kind of fell out and he, deleted a few posts off his social media and kind of kicked off a bit. Liverpool's attack is going to be very, very interesting because, Mohamed Salah eventually is going to start slowing down. Darwin Núñez, I don't think is as prolific. Diaz, for me, doesn't get enough GA in all comps. If you look at last season, Luis Diaz got 13 goals and 5 games in 51 games. If you look at Cody Gakpo, he got 16 goals and 6 assists in 53. They've got lots of goal scorers in there, but I mean, the drop off between salary is quite a big in terms of overall GA. I mean, Darwin Núñez obviously had over 30 GA in 54, which is a good return. But when you look at that lineup on paper, what is Liverpool's best lineup going into next season? I've watched Cody Gakpo kind of play the off the left and in the 9 role for the Dutch side. He's been brilliant, and this is his second tournament now. He's played well. And the last game of last season when they won 2-0 against Wolves, Cody Gakpo kind of played in this number 9 role with Diaz on the left. I think we could potentially see a front three going into next season of Mohamed Salah on the right, as always, Gakpo on the left, and Núñez through the middle. And then I think Diaz could be sold. You look at the Liverpool bench options as well. They've got not a huge amount of attacking if Diaz is sold and Nunez comes in for that right wing spot, I mean, what's going to be that other option coming off the bench? Is it going to be a Federico Chiesa? He's fair. I mean, what is he? 26 years of age now. He's a good player. He's got Champions League experience. He's won league titles. He is a good player, but I'd be questioning over those injuries. It's a big question mark that. He's got 7 goals in 51 games for the national side. His best position is a left winger, but can play as a second striker and as a right winger. Does he come into that Liverpool side and improve it much on Diaz? I think he does, but I still think they need more. I still think they need more for me. Let me know your thoughts down below if you haven't already on that. Another bit of news coming out, the Dutch revolution at Manchester United looks like it is well and truly underway. Reports coming out that Joshua Zirkzee to Manchester United will be done imminently. The report coming out from the Standard says Joshua Zirkzee could be in Euro 2024 action for Netherlands tonight, but it seems that hasn't stopped a major decision on his club future. According to Court Offside, the striker has agreed terms over a move to Manchester United, and a deal could be wrapped up imminently. Look, the Dutch revolution is happening, and I think bringing in the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy as a coach, obviously he's a manager, did well in Holland with PSV, winning 2 trophies. I think he will help the likes of Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. They're not 2 out-and-out prolific strikers. They're not goal machines, but what they will do is definitely improve the firepower of Manchester United going forward. And I think Man United now are making the right steps, in the right direction. They've changed their coaching staff, which theoretically should improve Eric Ten Hag's, improve Ten Hag going into next season. They're keeping Bruno Fernandes. They're making the right signings. I do think Man United, we need to find out if the playing style is going to change under Eric Ten Hag. Are they going to go to a 3 at the back? Are they going to remain at the 4 at the back? But in terms of them, it will be, I look at it right now and think, what's Man United's goal next season based on the fact that Man United, as it stands right now, are in the Europa League. They're going to play around 50 games. Is the goal to break back into the Champions League? Is it to implement a new footballing style and see how they get on? I mean, the rumours that Man United are broke, I think, is a complete farce. I don't think they're broke by any stretch of the imagination. They're one of the biggest and richest football clubs in world football. There is categorically no way they are running out of money. I just do not buy it. I'm just not having that. Let me know your thoughts down below if you haven't already. Make sure you have smashed that like button. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. I am out.